They love to be woke over at the ABC too, of course, and part of their so-called wokeness is being obsessively opposed to Donald Trump. On my media show last night, we looked at how journalists had been playing up their run-ins with the police during the US riots to feed the anti-Trump narrative. And the ABC whipped up all the anti-Trump hysteria on their MediaWatch program last night. According to them, the US president is to blame for the lawlessness and for attacks on the media.
But Trump is not just dividing the nation. He's also whipping up anger against the media. Even as attacks on reporters escalated last week, Trump was fueling the flames with remarks like this on Twitter.
So pathetic to watch the fake news lamestream media playing down the gravity and depravity of the radical left, looters and thugs ripping up our liberal Democrat-run only cities. It is almost like they're all working together.
If ever there was a green light to continue the attacks on reporters, this was surely it.
Yep, no consideration that Trump might be right, at least in part. No consideration that journalists are actually deceptive. Instead, you heard it, because he calls out the political agenda of many in the media, the ABC says the president is encouraging physical attacks.
In such a climate, it's no surprise that journalists find themselves being abused and attacked, as Michael Anthony Adams from Vice News was by police in Minneapolis.
I'm pressed.
I don't care. Get down.
I am pressed.
I don't care. Get down.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down. I am pressed. Please.
Yes, nothing either about media putting themselves in danger, nothing about how the rampant lawlessness turned American cities into life and death battlegrounds, nothing about the risks police had to take to try to keep media safe. No, according to the ABC, this was all about journalists being on the wrong end of police violence. Extraordinary propaganda again from the ABC. But watch this last bit very carefully and listen. This is where Paul Barry, on behalf of the ABC, in fact, probably on behalf of so-called independent media around the world, this is where he admits that the media's aim is to defeat Trump.
And where does that leave the media? Divided, hated, mistrusted, and increasingly struggling to be believed. 4 years ago, when MediaWatch first looked at Trump's war with the media, one commentator ventured that the media might win in the end. Looking today, it's very hard to be confident of that outcome.
No, you can't be confident. Remember how confident the ABC's bias made it last time around? Even while votes were being counted, Barry Cassidy tweeted, "Trump couldn't win," and the nightmare was over. Well, Cassidy's nightmare has gone on for another 3.5 years since then, and it worsened when he got his mate Bill Shorten's election wrong too. So the ABC and other media cannot now be confident that the media will triumph over Trump this time. But at least they've now been transparent about their aims.